welcome to the Revamp Blog. Today we have Daronte, CEO of Taylor Ra Milan. Daronte, thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I am Daronte, the man behind the brand. 30-year-old, trying to just brand something big for everybody, not just for one culture, not for one religion, but for everybody. Taylor Ra Milan is, to me, going to be something great. It's not just going to be your simple clothing line. It's going to be a brand that sticks to everything and anything.
Awesome. Thank you. So, what got you started on this brand? What made you want to create this brand?
Well, I wanted something of my own. And at the same sense, I wanted something for my daughter.
Okay.
If I would say myself, I've always been a man of like many talents. I started with the clothing line in 2012, but beforehand, I was already working on doing productions on pieces myself that I was creating that other people saw, and that ventured me off into wanting to start a clothing line because I was doing things for myself and then creating custom garments for other people. And it came to my mind, since I felt like at the time I would be successful, I started to think, you know what, this can be a new adventure and a new dream that I can create for myself and also my daughter. So it's named by her, Taylor Ra Milan. Her name is Taylor Milan, and I took a piece of my middle name, Rayshawn, and just called it Taylor Ra Milan. So basically, that's all where it all begins, from her. So
what has inspired you to keep going through your difficult challenges that you've had, trying to build your brand? What has kind of kept you going? What are some of the things that kind of kept you going that allowed you to overcome some of the obstacles that you've met?
Honestly, being self-motivated. Self-motivation to me is like everything. If you can't find it in yourself to keep going, and you can't challenge yourself to get over a new obstacle every time you shut down, I don't feel like you should be able to move forward without finding it within yourself. You can't find it in nobody else. You can't find it in something other than yourself. So self-motivation just keeps me going. Also, I mean, I know you shouldn't look at other people or other things that other people are doing, but to see that, people are moving forward and I want to move forward, I look at it as like, I don't want to stop. So if I stop, I feel like I failed myself. So I'm determined never to fail, no matter if it takes me 10 years from now to get this line moving. It's always going to be something that I'm going to continue with, no matter if it's slow. It's already been now almost 5 years I've been working on this line. It's been off and on. The logos have changed about 3 different times. Right. I done made different collections to implement into the clothing line. I didn't even sponsor people using my clothing line. I'm going to do something for this brand to, like I said, be a stamp on something. Okay. No matter if it's just a clothing line, no matter if it's sponsoring people, no matter if it's a non-profit thing that I'm doing. It's going to be something that's going to keep moving. So I'm self-motivated, man. That's all to it.
That is phenomenal. So with this self-motivation and your creative background, what has allowed you to stand out from the actual other competitors, other people in this market?
Well, my creativity, the ideas that I have. Sometimes the most simple things can be outstanding. It don't have to be your dramatic Vogue and couture fashion show looks, but I believe simple and something that's very collective to yourself is going to stand out.
Okay. So what kind of products are you working on now, bringing out to the market? Is anything we can kind of expect to see in 2018?
Well, 2018, I'm definitely working on some good stuff.
Okay.
This year was more so, let me put some things out and see where it will go. So you have with me the AlphaXOmega collection, which is my sports line. You have also the NAKEDbyTRM, which now I'm putting out symbolizing the NKD.
Okay.
And then that was once just for women. Now I'm implementing, putting into men also. I was why wouldn't men want to be naked? I know people look at it, it's more so like naked looks more so like a sexual thing when it comes to my line, but sex sells. So
yeah,
I'm running with that.
Yeah, I think it's all about how you brand the naked style of your brand. So you're kind of catering to men and women in that area right there. So I can see that business line is definitely growing for you.
Yeah.
So with this entrepreneurship strategy that you've been working on, how has it kind of impacted the community that you serve?
Well, I've seen certain people that I've dealt with more so in the urban community want to change the look of, having that business look or that formal attire look, waking up just throwing on your everyday suit. When I first started, that was more so the focus, to bring back that gentleman. You look at back in the day where your parents used to speak on, and I'm old school. They used to wear dress pants, dress shirt to school.
Right.
And when I look at any other line that I replicate, and honestly I replicate certain different brands, I look at Ralph Lauren, I look at Nautica, I look at Tommy Hilfiger, because when I was young, that was the schoolboy look that we had, the polo, the dress shirt. So now it's more so I want to bring that back to have that schoolboy business look, no matter if it's kids or men, young women, older women. So at this point, that's what more so from my change of changing other people led into, the formal and casual look.
So now, I know you have this business in Baltimore, and we all know, Baltimore is the capital city of fashion, and some people would like to say, but Baltimore's growing in fashion design. And I'm seeing your brand in different places in Baltimore. How would you like to kind of direct your brand in Baltimore? How would you like to grow in Baltimore? How would you like people to kind of resonate with your brand?
Well, it leads back to, again, the suit and tie.
Suit and tie.
I want people to understand, you see a man walk into a store and you see that suit and you see that signature gold and black that I always trim it up with in the liner.
Yeah.
You're gonna see that and you'll be like, oh, that's a TRM suit. That's a Fortune look. So
I like that, man. So how big is the collection that you have now of suits? I know that I've seen you with a lot of suits on before. Like, what kind of things are you working to bring back kind of like the flavor and style of suit wear in Baltimore?
Well, most of the suits are custom and handmade. They're not, there's no production in regular garment suits that you can just go online and look at. So again, for 2018, it will be. That's more so I'm focusing on and working now. But as far as though, again, I have polos online that you can see. The polos online are a graphic look, so you don't actually see the polo, but you get the description of like actually how the polo actually feels and look.
That is phenomenal, man. So the one thing I've always understood about entrepreneurship, that it's been very challenging but very rewarding. So I know that you're working your 9 to 5 and you're doing this on the side. How are you able to balance that lifestyle?
It's commitment. That's all to it. If I get off of work, I go to the gym, I go home, get on that computer, I sit there, evaluate what's happening on the website, what's happening, who's looking at it, where's my sellers coming from, and that motivates me right there, just to say, all right, I'm more so, and I see stuff coming from Florida, and I see where, that natural habitat down there, that sunlight, and people want to be on the beach. So
So people are buying your products from different states, even outside of Baltimore.
Outside of Baltimore. So my number one consumers and people who are buying stuff are outside of Baltimore.
Wow. So you're definitely growing outside of the city, outside of different states already.
Yeah, but I would like the attention to be caught here too. So it won't look like that, you know, I was focusing on here, but nobody was seeing it. So I want to put my attention on here. A lot of stuff that I did with promoting and stuff like that when I first started, I didn't promote here. I didn't do a lot of stuff. A lot of my traveling when I was playing ball, I was taking my stuff to different states with me. So it was easy for me to see someone and be like, oh, I think she would look nice in this, or a man be like, hey, I got a nice suit or polo I'd like you to put on and just take a picture for me. So it was easier for me to do that. But here it was more so a little troubling because I would ask people about, hey, just to promote, I just want to give you something and just take a picture with it. I'm not asking for you to even mention me, just so people can see it. I just want people to see it. I'm not asking for you to actually buy anything or, you know what I mean? When I promote and I do my walking with flyers and giving out business cards, I don't say, hey, go on my website and buy something. I say, take a look at it, and I appreciate you for considering Taylor Ra Milan. So, and that's mostly something that I do when people buy stuff or when people ask me and email me about product. The last thing I say after talking to them, thank you for considering Taylor Ra Milan. Because even thinking about me, it was okay.
It's okay. Great. Oh man, Daronte, thank you for coming out today, man. Can you let everybody know where they can find you on social media, you know, your website and everything?
Yeah. You can find me at Taylor Ra Milan Fashion on IG. That's TaylorRaMilan Fashion on IG. And you can also check out the website, TaylorRaMilanFashion.com.
Perfect. Hey, you guys definitely support Daronte, up-and-coming fashion artist in Baltimore, designer suits, you name it, everything. Please support people out here in Baltimore as we're kind of developing entrepreneurship in Baltimore. So next time, we'll catch you guys on Revent.